So looking over this label, all I have to do is say, what the f? How's it going, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review Apollon Nutrition's Mediocre, the Robik Edition. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what you're putting in your body and go over my personal experience on this bad boy here. So first, let's get the flavor out of the way. This is supposed to be a tiger's blood, and it was a good flavor. Does it taste like tiger's blood? I don't know, to be honest with you, but it was good. You're not going to have any problems with the flavoring at all. It wasn't nasty at all. No aftertaste. They did a really good job on that. So put an ingredient profile right in front of me, and then we'll jump into this. We have a half scoop, 1 scoop dose. So this is a 40, 20 servings. 1 scoop, because we're going to go off the 1 scoop dosages here. 1 full scoop, packed flat level scoop is supposed to be 34 grams, and it's not. It's 28. So when I ran the 1 scoop on this, I ran to 28 grams because I figured most of you guys aren't going to have a scale. So I'm going to give you guys my experience off of the packed flat level scoop for those of you that don't have a scale. And it's not going to be much of a difference. This thing's loaded. So right on the top of the label, we have L-Citrulline, 10 grams. So L-Citrulline is going to help with vasodilation because it's converted in the kidneys into arginine, which is going to increase nitric oxide levels in the body, which is going to increase blood flow and nutrients to the muscles for ATP production, less fatigue, more reps, more sets in the gym, just like Beta-Alanine. Next ingredient, Beta-Alanine, 6.4 grams. So this is going to help with more reps, more sets in the gym because it buffers hydrogen ions. Now, hydrogen ions build up from the breakdown of ATP, the buildup of lactic acid, and they can accumulate in the cells and create an acidic environment on a cellular level, which could lessen your power output and your strength output in the gym. So this buffers those hydrogen ions. Down to the next ingredient, Arginine Nitrate, NO3T, 4.2 grams. This is 260 milligrams per 1 gram of arginine nitrate is going to be nitrates. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. We have almost a gram of nitrates in this bad boy. Now, nitrates, for those of you who don't know, those of you who are taking like a nitrate supplement just for health purposes on a cellular level in your endothelial tissue, you want to make sure that it is a powdered form, because if you take a capsule, it's going to ruin the digestion that's supposed to start with the saliva and the bacteria in the mouth first. So powder form is the best way to consume nitrates. Now, this is going to give you arginine and it's going to give you nitrates, which is going to help with vasodilation and pumps, especially along with citrulline being an arginase inhibitor. So arginine in the arginine nitrate is also going to be beneficial in this type of product to actually help with vasodilation, blood flow, energy production, less fatigue, all that good stuff. We have Tyrosine here at 3 grams. So this is going to turn into L-Dopa, then dopamine, which is a feel-good hormone. Then it's going to be converted into norepinephrine and epinephrine. Big whopping dose. Next ingredient here, we have alpha GPC, 50%, 1 whopping gram. So it's going to increase the neurotransmitter acetylcholine within the body, which is going to help on a cellular level for muscle contractions and cognitive function and focus. It's going to increase memory. It's going to help you dial into reps and sets to 1 freaking gram. Okay. Then we have Himalayan pink salt at 500 milligrams. So this is going to regulate muscle contractions, help with some cellular hydration for some endurance purposes, lessen fatigue, so it's got some minerals and electrolytes in it. Then we have caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams. Then we have caffeine citrate at 300 milligrams. So that's 150, that's half. So that's 450. And then we have caffeine Infinergy, which is 75%, which is another 150 milligrams. So you got 600 milligrams of caffeine in this bad boy, from fast acting to regular acting to slow acting. Then we have some estrogen here at 50 milligrams. Estrogen helps support and increase the absorption of a wide range of nutrients within the body. That's omega-3s, creatine, even CBD. So it helps with amino acids as well, which is going to help out in this product here to get this stuff absorbed really quickly in the body. It also has some gut health benefits to it as well. Then we have, finishing it off with some alpha yo here. 2 milligrams, 90%, so a little less than 2 milligrams. So this is an alpha-2 receptor agonist. And what that means is alpha-2 receptors hold on to catecholamines, so they don't release them. But when you antagonize them, when you block the receptors, it's going to release catecholamines, dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, which is going to help with energy production, power output in the gym. It's going to flip that fat burning switch from off to on as well. So gigantic profile, whopping dosages here. Mediocre. How did it do? So 10 minutes, Beta-Alanine comes in. That's the first thing you feel. It's a medium high level, and then it lasts for about 20, 25 minutes as it tapers away. The next wave that comes in is the caffeine citrate. That's going to come in about 20 minutes. You might feel a little sooner, but at that 20-minute mark is when that dose of caffeine starts to come in and starts to wake you up all the way up into like the 50 minutes when you get the overlap with the other caffeine coming on, which is going to keep you going for about 2 hours. As 3/4 of the way in, the slow acting caffeine drops in at 150 milligrams and it keeps you going for another 4 to 6 hours as far as that caffeine hit. Now, at no point, I want you guys to know, there is nothing crazy. This is not heart racing, heart palpitating, nothing insane. It was a very smooth and healthy hit. And the energy kick on this thing felt like about 400 milligrams of caffeine. It was super smooth. It's just long lasting. The cognitive function and focus on this starts coming in around that 25-minute mark as you get the tyrosine and the choline coming in and dropping in, those freaking whopping amounts of those two. And it's in your head. This is like stepping outside of a nootropic bubble, because like when it's peaked, you're kind of like, you're in the zone. Like you're dialed into what you're doing. It's not so bad to where it dials the brain down and to where you're in the gym trying to talk to someone and you're slurring your words because you're so in your head. It's very functionable. So you can be in the gym joking around with your homies. You got a kind of a sense of well-being while you're in there. I wouldn't say it's dancing, because you are so dialed in, like I am to this review right now, that you are just task driven. So it's got a nice task driven hit, but it's very smooth, just like the caffeine. The vasodilation and pumps on this thing are crazy. They are not really cell swelling in my opinion, but they are veiny, and it's a tight hit that's going to last for a long time. Now keep in mind, what makes this so smooth is because it doesn't have any theobromine in it. This is mainly, as far as stimulant wise, this is caffeine driven. It doesn't have any agmatine in it, which is another component for energy and less fatigue and could make you go crazy in the gym. So they did a really good job on picking the ingredients on this, especially with the high stim, because you go in the gym, you're not looking to hurt yourself running around like a chicken with your head cut off, all wired and everything. It's just very super smooth with no feeling of adverse side effects whatsoever. Even with the less than 2 milligrams of alpha yo, like nothing is insane on this, and it delivers very, very smooth. If that's what they were going for, they did a pretty damn good job. Now you can buy this as a half scooper if you are someone who wants pumps, wants focus, and wants some energy but doesn't want anything crazy. A half a scoop will give you that, and then, or you can buy it as a full scoop and do the flat level scoop at 28 grams to get the same experience I had, which is like long lasting energy for the day in your head type focus. Just be careful on these type of pre-workouts where they're fully loaded with choline and L-Tyrosine. If you work after you work out or something like that, you will still be in your head. So just a piece of advice, it's going to hang around for a while, 4 to 6 hours in all aspects, from blood flow to memory and focus and cognitive function, and also with the energy that it comes with. So this is my review of Mediocre by Apollon Nutrition. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the channel.